You've got mail.
Yes!
Yes! I'm gonna open this box so hard. Why, hello guys. Welcome back to another episode of Everyday EDC. My name is Tyler, and today we have an unboxing, but I'm going to run this into 3 videos. I stopped doing that because it kind of felt like I was shilling out to try and get as many videos out of one as possible. But I know exactly what's in here. I think each one of these is pretty hyped up in its own way for different reasons, right? So I'm going to cut the box open. I'm just going to pull out a random box, and then we're going to do the unboxing, first impressions, and the feels. I'm going to walk away from the box for a while, kind of let my palate clear, and then come back to it later on and do it again. So that's what you're going to get out of this. These may be released on separate days. That's why I'm doing it, is each one of these really, in my opinion, kind of deserves its own video. Like I said, for one reason or another. So, here is the cut. I'm using my Benchmade bug out to cut this open with. Been carrying the bug out with these titanium scales more, and my whole world has changed about the bug out. I actually thoroughly enjoy this guy. Whereas before I liked him, but not like that, right? There was, I liked him, but I didn't love him. Alright. We're gonna go with this one first for this video. As you guys can tell if you're familiar with, this is a QSP package. And those of you that are knowing what's going on with the times right now, you could probably guess what QSP package this actually is. So I'm not going to hold it off too long. I'm not going to hold it off long at all. Let's just get into it. I've been meaning to get my hands on one of these again. And I just haven't gotten around to it. There's been other things to buy, and then they came out with this model. And I'm like, oh yeah. First of all, QSP's packaging's pretty cool. Second of all, check this out. This, ladies and gentlemen, and don't mind the dirty hands. It's stuff that you can't get off sometimes without that orange goo. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the QSP Penguin in, I don't remember the blade steel, but it is in titanium. Oh, 154 cm. Awesome. Awesome. I like that better than S35. I don't know if I like the blade steel better. I'm saying that I enjoy that blade steel better than S35. Okay. So this is your typical penguin. You know, you got your lanyard hole, I have this going on. The blade centering is perfectly center, and QSP pretty much does that each time. This feels way more narrow than the regular penguin. I don't know if it is, but just due to the titanium, it feels like it. And to be honest, it feels like a totally different knife. So that's cool. I really like this. I like this look of the titanium. If they were to bronze these corners somehow, I think that is probably one of the coolest looks that you can go for. But I think this look looks really sleek. This is going to be a pocket-friendly knife. I mean, this is going to be pretty good. Here's your first flip. All right. So I don't remember the blade actually being that narrow. So if you look at this blade, that blade looks, I feel like the penguin was a little bit taller on the blade face. I don't know. So, first impressions, ergonomically, this feels really, really good. Well, really, really neutral, I should say. Not really, really good. There's no back and forth, no up and down. Nothing with the pivot. No detent lash. You can reverse flick it. I'm going to add a drip of oil where I hear it writing on the detent ball real quick and see if that helps. I always do this with my new knives now. I actually care more about the detent track for action than I do the bearings. Uh, I think that's one of the misconceptions that we've gotten, and through just like taking stuff apart, watching videos, Sneeves Knives is a huge part of it. I always talk about him, but that's because I've learned probably the most from his channel as of recently. But you guys can tell that that's that, because, right? Now if I were to open up that lock bar, that's the lock bar open. So it's just fine. So this feels really good as far as carry profile, but this feels like one of those EDC knives that are going to be great as far as like taking this out and doing little cuts. I mean, the Penguin was great for that. Relatively sharp out of the box. Okay, so there's a lot of things that I really love about this, and then it's not quite sitting 100% with me as far as like excitement. You guys can hear it, right? It feels really cool in hand. They did a lot of really cool things, and I think it looks really, really good. It's the perfect size for a Wharncliffe. Like, the Vero Axon, I thought was way too long of a Wharncliffe. I just don't see why I need that much length on a Wharncliffe. I don't know. I feel like you can't control the point at some point. This one feels perfect for that. Feels perfect for like breaking down a box or two, and it really does feel kind of good for having in your pocket as like a friendly carry EDC. Now I think you can really get on this lock bar. Oh yeah, you can definitely press on that lock bar and prevent yourself from opening it up. That's fine. Overall, I think this is a really good looking knife. I'm excited to own the Penguin again. I think this is going to be a good comparison knife, and it might really be a good everyday carry. So once I break it in, I'll be really excited to kind of see where this goes. That was part of the reason I got it, is I liked my Penguin. I love QSP, and this is the same size as the Puffin. Uh, and you guys know, I loved that Puffin. I think that Puffin was one of the best knives for the 3-inch mark that I've ever had. Now that I got the titanium bug out in 20 CV, that would probably beat it, but at the time, man, that Puffin was so good. So QSP does a lot of good stuff, and I really, really, really enjoy their knives. I don't think there's been a single knife other than I think it was called the Phoenix that was kind of just blah. You know, it's like this hulking G10 with this really thick blade stock with this like Wharncliffe going on. I don't know. But long story short is I think this is really cool. I'm excited to carry this. I'm excited to review this. And yeah, it brings me joy. It brings me excitement. I don't know that the level of excitement is there as I kind of anticipated. But this is probably the least exciting of the 3 that I have to unbox. So that's the good news for you guys. All right. I think that's it. My name is Tyler. This is the QSP Penguin in 154 cm and titanium. The dark wash. I think that dark wash color looks really, really good. You guys stay sharp, stay safe, and have a great freaking rest of your day. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah.